knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Margaret high hopes for us, but we will continue to struggle unto eternity. In my bones, a tarnished cannot become a lord. Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
What's up? Oh, wait, 2.5 million. That's close. Oh, come on. 6,000? 5,300? Come on. Meh. Let's see if I got the number right. I did. I got it exactly right. How much does the biggest one give? Let me look. The biggest one that I know of is 80,000, but I actually just spent all of those recently. There we go. The biggest ones of the ones that I have gives... So these are 40,000. These are 50,000. So there, I used to have 3 of a bigger one that was at 80,000. So that's 500,000 right there. That's probably the biggest single hit that I can make. Yeah. Although, I mean, these are close, right? There's... Sure, 10,000 each? Yeah, that's 110,000. But this one, 31 of these is going to be pretty big. But yeah, this is... I've got 5... I got 5... What's that? 50,000? I got 500,000 in these. And then, like, this is worth... I think this one's worth 50,000. So these are worth anywhere between 30 and 50,000, I think. All right. Yeah. Well, that should work. Yep. Although this is the end. I burnt the tree, so this is the last of the... Has 65 runes. Alright, let me make sure I've got all the things I need before I engage. Should do it. And yeah. Oh, except I want to summon help with this. Hold on. I'm going to buff self. And I want my mimic to do this. What? Holy cow, this guy's chewing my mimic apart. Hell, drink? That was crazy. But I'm not sure why. He just absolutely chewed through my mimic. I'm really surprised by that. Notice Destiny Death is not actually doing its thing on him. That's weird. got some more
Thy
rocket.
strength befits same crown.
Yeah, Margaret can be a tough fight. Is it your first playthrough? Is that the one that's where Margaret's giving you so much trouble? Alright, let's do it. That was a mistake. Bastard. Nice. Wow! One hit. Jesus. One hit. Holy cow. Alright, hold on. That was insane. I also need... that. And do this. That was crazy. Oh crap, did that wrong. Get him? I didn't. Get him that time? Hey, come on. There, got that time. Oh, you bastard. Ow. What? Come on. Oh crap, I'm on the wall. Oh, Schnikey. Where did you see that? Nowhere, apparently. Blind. No. Yeah, this is the end game boss, yeah. Yeah, that's the last guy. I need to be as smarter. I'm going to take more damage with this, so I have to be careful. I'm trying to turn up my damage. There's not really. It's an ancient dragon lightning build, but I mean I've got so many extra stats. Oh, which also reminds me, if I do that. See if I can get this right. What? Ow. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Ooh. Oh, I'm toast. One more. Come on, come on, come on. Got it. Aha, lightning. So I'll show you. Let me let this finish up, and then I'll show you what build I'm using. So the build is what's called an ancient dragon lightning build. Um, it's a lightning build, but the reason I specifically use the term ancient dragon is because it is limited to some degree to what stuff will be augmented by what I have. So I'll show you what I'm using. Um, so the armor set is the inventory. So the armor set is the Death Knight armor set, which has built into it enhances skills and incantations. That's the important part of the Capital's Ancient Dragon Cult. So the lightning spells is most of the lightning spells are Ancient Dragon Cult. So each piece gives like a 2.5% increase in damage. So the full armor set of 4 pieces gives you 10% increase. Then on top of that, Golden Order Seal has very high scaling because I'm Int and Faith both are maxed. The Gravelstone also gives Dragon Cult incantation, which is lightning spells. Also, Ancient Dragon Cult is Dragon Cult. So the Gravelstone also increases the damage that they do. And then on top of that, Scorpion Charm is another, 12.5% increase. Godfrey Icon increases when they're charged, which both the lightning spells I was using primarily are charged. This is, of course, just incantation increase, and this is holy damage reduction. The problem is I take extra damage with this one, and then the reason these are in my set of things to use, I have like 500 hours, maybe 600 on this character. If you have raw meat dumpling, anything that you put in your quick items, anything you put in here, your mimic will use if it wants to. So the raw meat dumpling will basically give it a full healing, and it doesn't matter if it gets poison. And then hefty freezing pots are a way to add a frost ability, but when your mimic uses them, it doesn't actually consume your frost pots. So this gives it 4 giant frost pots, which can increase the damage that the creature takes once it gets frost built up on it. And then the Bolt of Grand Sax is only augmented by some of the things that I have, but you saw the range on this thing is obscene. It's like this thing goes forever, and it's super fast. So I'm touching the Grace so that I can come in here and, do whatever. I'm not going to finish it because I may want to unlock an ending. If I do it now, I've only set it up for the basic ending, and I want to actually do more. And thank you for the congratulations, by the way. But I still have to do the DLC. I haven't even touched that yet, so that was going to be my next major thing. The funny thing is that because I don't even have half a level. Oh, all right. This is kind of sweet. I'm gonna have to make my way through, but I'll go for the runes. Which means I'll put that holy, and I'll change to that. Do that. Nope. Nope. That's next. Oh, yeah, I suppose I didn't roll the scarab on. It's funny, I rarely forget to do that these days, but I wasn't actually thinking about doing this for the runes. I was just trying to get past it. Ooh. I did not notice I was out of that feat. Dude literally walked into that wave. That's one angry bonker right there. Ow! Aw, come on. I hate those things. That's what I get for trying to be clever. Alright. I am actually going to skip a bunch of this stuff, but I figure I may as well sweep the shelf. Let's do this. Now, the one thing that's really frustrating about this area is they make it so that it's basically impossible to to kill things and run through at the same time. Because that blood buildup you get from that stupid mist. So frustrating. Newman's rune. Newman. No, this is not better at all. The Albinarex is the reason Albinarex is the best farm. Is not necessarily because there's more of them or anything. It's because you can literally just turn around and kill them. It just you can go through. I don't like this farm, but I figure I'd rather safely make my way through. Well, and this isn't really a farm. But yeah, no, this is a terrible rune farm. Aw, come on. You only get like 800 each? It's a terrible rune farm. Once you have this sword, the bird is not worth the time that it takes to kill. Oh, no, I'm just taking my sweet ass time getting it. But that's fair. The bird, the reason the bird works great at low levels is because you get up, shoot the bird, and go down. But once you get this sword, by killing the last boss and turning in the remembrance, you can do the shelf of Albinarex for, I think it takes like 10 seconds, 12 seconds, and you can get 100,000 runes, which, if there's lucky golden eye mobs, you can get, I've gotten as much as 500,000 in a single pass. And if you just keep doing that while you have all the augments to turn up your rune farm and everything, you get a ridiculous amount of runes. If you stop to shoot the bird, I have the golden scarab. I didn't bother with a pickled foot. It is, if you're here, you've probably already been there. On the map, this is the location I am, which is the underground. Give me a sec. Let me finish this area. I'm not farming anymore, so... See, that guy's got golden eyes? That means he's going to be worth an obscene amount of runes. 77,000. So anytime you, like the bird, if the bird has golden eyes like that, you definitely want to turn in for the bird.
Oh, gee. You might... Are you here as a customer? I must apologise, I'm afraid of...
Oh no. I forgot. Problem is, this is a quick... Oh, nope, that blood's gonna be a problem. Wait, Did I go? Oh, that's me. It's because it was in the blood. Now I gotta wait for that stuff to clear up. Okay, so the sword you saw with the golden wave, that you get by turning in this remembrance in the round table. It's one of the 2 items that you can get, and this you get for beating the last boss in the base game. That's how you get that sword. If you do the Vari quest, that's what gives you access to the Albernarax, to that farm. But I can show you where that is. Hey, Caleb. We look at heal. Whoops. Yeah, I'll show you. If you give me a minute, I want to get to the next spot, and then I'll show you the path you want to take to avoid getting brutally killed, as you say. All right, I'll be able to show you in just a sec. When I show you the path, it's actually kind of ridiculous. Get planted here. I need to remember to make a change, but I'll come back and do that. Okay, so when you get the when you get Vari's quest and you finish Vari's quest and you use the item, it's going to send you to here, at the bottom of these steps. This is where you're going to start. Go up the steps and get that spot that I just went to. So when you use that item, you want to turn around, go up the steps, and then go to that spot up there where the grace is. Then come running back down. Once you get here, mount up. If you have any defensive stuff, put them in. In fact, I would, if you have defensive flask, the physic, go ahead and put that on too. Okay? And then follow the left wall. So use this path. Just follow the left wall. Be ready to do whatever jumping you need to do. Grab whatever might be on the ground. Just follow along this left wall. Run past that guy, don't mess with him. But follow the left wall. And it's also going to take you to, like that. Wait till that finishes. Follow the left wall. And keep saying it. Follow the left wall. Follow the left wall. You can loot all this crap that's on the ground. If you miss it, just keep going. Don't turn around to get it back. Follow the left wall. Look, you can go into the cave. You won't wake things up. Just keep following that left wall. You can skip the caves if you want. Follow the left wall. Don't get those guys' attention. Now, you will get some attention in here, I think, but you can grab that swarm of flies. And if you don't, just keep going. You're going to be super tempted to do the next cave. Don't do this cave. Run past. Go back down there later. But from here, follow the left wall. These guys might chase you. Just keep following the left wall. I know it seems like I get to say it a million times, but just keep, there's all this crap along this path you can loot. And then this is where you finally don't follow the left wall and instead go to the point and camp, and you're there. Nothing touched me. You know, the ghost guy, you sometimes got to like wait a second for that like that thing to finish and then follow the left wall. The guides and the YouTube videos and stuff you'll see, people are like running through the middle and like dodging around stuff. Don't do that. Just follow the left wall. It'll avoid it will put you in a place where nothing that you aggro will hit you, or at least it's a hell of a lot less likely. This sword, sorry, that sword is strength, dex, faith. You want, other than the fact that it has that wave of gold on it, it's not a very good sword. It's kind of slow, and it has a boring moveset. There are better ones to get. And then what you do is you carry this so that you can switch to it for farming runes. Yeah. So here's a hint. If you're looking at a weapon description and it does not have this thing here. So see how Misericord has this little box here and Reduvia does not. The ones that do not have a thing here use somber stones. So this does not have a little thing, uses somber stones. Yep. It's a good rule of thumb. If the weapon has a unique or special skill, it probably uses somber stones. Probably. Not guaranteed, but probably. When you have a weapon like this has a skill, Impaling Thrust, but you can put an Art of War and that replaces it. This is Blood Tax. Anyway, I do not want you for Moog. Instead, I'm going to go back up to here. I have people connecting on my feed and they learn stuff all the time too, who played as long as I have or longer. There's just all kinds of little intricacies. Let's see if we can't beat him with this build, with this setup. But I need a spell. I do not want you there anymore. Physic. Oh, I really want that. I'm gonna try it this way, which is super sketchy. Not even gonna mess with all that. Oh, and what else? I want to make sure that I have Moog's Shackle. Alright. Who do I want? Not you. Mimic should work. But I'll summon Mimic with... No, we'll do this. Sorry, I'm thinking through what goodies I want. Yep, Moog time. Oh, dude. Look how close I was. I take a ton of damage on this fight, by the way. I have none of my damage reduction stuff, so let's see. Let's do it again. Lightning.
Clear as day. The coming of our dynasty.
Sometimes you just need a lightning build.
More Gwyn.
I think you just watched that. I think you just watched the most op sorcery or incantation. To be fair. Oh, and that's a level 2. Nice. Let's see. So, it's...
I'm Leda. Touch the way to the realm. I can pick like us if you can find... I will not be...
So, probably the... I fucking hate those messages on the ground. Probably the most overpowered spell. I think that's a tough question to answer. I think it's not as easy as just something being overpowered. I think there's more to it than that. I think... It's funny. I think... let me just put some thought into it. Yeah. But it also, which playthrough you're on will have a lot to do with it, because as the creatures hit harder and do more damage, that overpoweredness really shifts around. Now, I may be about to just get utterly annihilated by this guy, for example. I hate these guys so much. Those guys so much. This is my opinion of these guys. I hate them. And they're not even worth the runes that you get for them. But this build is probably the best build in the game in terms of forgiveness and damage output. I mean, if you build a Comet of Azure, if you do a Comet of Azure build, the amount of damage that you can do is obscene, right? But you're very one-trick pony. I think the Magma build, which was the playthrough I did right before this one, I think the Blasphemous Blade Magma build, and by the way, these are all very high level builds. This build, Lightning, what else? The Rapier of the Antspur Rapier is another one that's just stupidly powerful.
Then we'll understand the Earth Tree. I believe, but never. If Mick of these, I urge you, as long as you. I urge you, as long as you.
You're that time. I am Freya. I once fought in battle. Oh, did you speak? If you've yet to find more, they are Mick. Assuming you.
You know, I did a Rivers of Blood playthrough pretty early on, like before the DLC and everything was released, and I think bleed builds are a crutch. They work. I don't mean they don't work. It's just you become very reliant on bleed to do all your damage, and it makes you take a lot more risks, I think.
Together, many things. Goodbye.
You must be the I am, and but now I'm hard.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
think
why
it just
I
makes you take a lot
I'd
of
rather
risks that you just don't need to
six
take.
They are kid. If you disguise certain, I presume just what. If he's certain, I presume just what.
I mean, I suppose. Oh yeah, for sure. You know what, actually, if you want to do a bleed build that's a lot of fun, I'll actually give you a bleed build that's way better.
I'll continue, which is why his roots, he won't, his shack is high top.
Here, I'll show you one, but actually, I talking about the bleed build made me think about something. Power this up. Oh, Placidusix? Alright, I'll show you.
Who are you? Oh, now.
Start with armament. Do. Okay, Placidusix. Okay, you need to have the beside the Great Bridge side of grace. And then, excuse me. From here, you want to make sure, it's really important to make sure that this lift is here. Go down the lift. And then follow this path. Just run past this guy. Just keep running. You can kill it all if you want, but I just recommend running past it. Now watch what I do here. Go to this spot and go off the edge. And then you're going to follow these rock falls down. And then you'll get onto this platform, and when you stand in this thing right here, it'll say lay down or something like that. And then when you do that, it will go through a sequence, and then it will send you it'll send you into this arena. But you'll be, I couldn't tell you exactly what edge you'll be on, but it will send you about, here-ish. I don't know where along the edge. It's a big symmetrical thing. But you'll be about like this, and you'll be able to summon right now. You can summon and buff, and then Placidusix will be hanging up in the air, like up there, in a weird little, like, teardrop shape. And then, when you start to approach, he'll come down in big fight. You're welcome. Oh yeah, this is Elden Ring. favorite boss in the base game is Renalia. I think it's an interesting fight. And from DLC, boy. Yep, not a fan. Jesus, look at that. I couldn't even get my sword to do another attack. That's crazy. I haven't been killed by a mob like that in forever. Yeah, not a fan of bleed. You just get so and rivers of blood for that matter. I'm just gonna dump that right now. There, all right. Favorite DLC boss? Boy, that's a good question. I don't know. I really don't. I'm trying to think if there's like some particularly interesting boss, but I know there's at least one I don't like. I hate the Radon fight. I think it's stupid. It's just punishing. Favorite boss? Actually, you know, come to think of it, I think the Crazy Town, the Frenzied Flame guy. I don't always do it in every playthrough. Well, I think that's probably the coolest one. Yeah, Midra. It's definitely the most metal boss. Oh, shnikey. That's what I get for going to look. Holy cow. Aw, come on. Those guys. Alright. need something quicker for those. Oh, don't get hit. Oh, well, thank you, Carson. Sleep well. See you the next time around. Snooze fest. This guy can go over the edge. Boom. That works. Rats. It's funny. Where'd it go? Hello? There, I don't have to listen to it wandering around. Ah, hell. What? All right. Oh, crap. Hate those things. Yeah. You know what's funny? How about more than half the screen? Let's see. Problem is that I've actually got... Alright. And... number should be okay. Make this fight even harder. Oh, please. Just gratuitous skill. Lame. Ow. Eh. What time is it? Oh. Oh. All right, I'm going to call it here. I got to get some sleep tonight. You all be excellent. I will thank you for being here. Please like, please follow, do all of the things. Click all the buttons wherever they are, over there, whatever works. And I will see you throughout the week, off and on. And this weekend, however, you will probably not see me. Wish me luck. But I will talk to you all later. Be